Okay, YouTubers, this is the Angryprepper. So the migrant community is starting to play a dangerous game. Upon, again, getting text messages from, my buddy, or two of my buddies, if you will, they sent me a link on this migrant TikToker who I've seen before, and I'm going to tell you about what he did 2 months ago. But anyway, he put the call out to have migrants start taking over homes that have been vacant. He's absolutely telling them to take your home. Whether you're in it or not is irrelevant. And actually, whether you're not in it is irrelevant. It's your home, it's your property. So he's telling these dudes on TikTok, and he has a huge following, this kid. He has migrants listening to him and going, he has to be right, because they've been listening to him for the last, year or so, however long he's been on. He put the call out for migrants to take over homes that are not occupied. And in New York, if you're in a home for more than 30 days, you have squatters' rights, and you can stay there until, I guess, you're legally kicked out. Now, to get legally kicked out is a pain in the ass for the person who needs you to be kicked out, the homeowner, rather. So, being that he put that out there, and he's telling people to start taking homes, there is only one solution to that. And clearly, I can't say what the solution is on here, but you know what I mean. If motherfuckers start taking over homes and they start squatting in your home, and then when you come to tell them to leave, they start gloating in your face that it's now theirs, there's only one solution. Second solution is getting them out and burning the house to the fucking ground. That's the second solution. The first solution, you know what I'm getting at. These migrant guys are coming over here super entitled. They are asking for things that do not belong to them. They are getting things that do not belong to them. They're getting judgments in their favor. They're getting kicked loose after committing crimes. There are migrants guys that are being brought in front of judges, and judges are kicking them loose because judges are blanketly saying that they didn't understand the laws here. Now, I'm pretty sure murder and rape, no matter where you are in any country, it's all the same. It's bad. But these people are being kicked loose for everything. Beating up cops, stealing. I mean, the sex trafficking, that's the one thing that the United States is locking them away for. If they get caught for sex trafficking, they're done. Now, states like New York, I have no clue. But I know that if they're in a federal court, they're toast. But it doesn't change the fact, guys, that you got migrants now, like this kid, putting out the call to start invading homes, to start taking property, and to squat there for longer than 30 days, it's yours. But at the very least, you can stay there for an undeterminable amount of time. This invasion, guys, is just that. It's an invasion. It's nothing else. These people are coming here and taking what is ours as theirs. The medical community, if you will, is being inundated and left with multi-million-dollar bills because the system is taking care of them and there's no one to pay it except us, the taxpayer. They are going to force our hands, guys, to do something that a lot of us do not want to do. Some of us might want to do it. Some of us might even get pleasure in doing what needs to be done. But we are at that threshold. We're not approaching it. We're not getting there. We are at the threshold, guys, and something needs to be done. Now, there are other states that do not recognize squatters' rights, but states like New York, or rather cities like New York, I think a couple cities in California, there's a couple cities in Detroit, a couple cities in Illinois, and Michigan that have squatters' rights. I don't know if there are any states that recognize squatters' rights. Still, they're going to start looking up property, guys, and they're going to see what's been on sale for longer than X amount of days, and they're going to sneak into that home. Now, it's up to the homeowner. Almost every week now, they got to stop by whatever home they own and make sure it's clear. Because as soon as they move in, they can get them kicked out. But I can see migrants lying about how long they've been there. That's the other side of that coin. They could absolutely lie and say, we've been here longer than a month. And the cops are not going to know the difference. And the judge isn't going to know the difference. And the homeowner is going to have to let them stay there. Like I said, guys, hard decisions are going to be made. And some of these guys are going to have to be made examples. That's all I can say. I'm fed up to hear with their bullshit. There was a lady the other day here in Queens. Not here, but back in Queens. Because I'm on the road. I think I'm in West Virginia somewhere. Back in Queens, gets arrested because she changed the locks on the squatters who took over her home. The squatter lied and said he had a lease. The lease was a fake. The migrants are going to start coming up with fake leases and handing them over to the cops. And the cops are going to look at it and go, well, shit, we don't know how long they've been here. That's the other problem. So now because they don't know how long you've been there and migrants are going to lie, they could undoubtedly take over your home. Now, the lady in Queens wind up getting arrested because she changed the locks. And get this shit, she didn't provide them with a key to get in. So they locked her up. Again, if you're NYPD and you're listening to this, you guys are going to have to cut this shit already and pick a fucking side. Because locking her up wasn't the option. And if you are the arresting officer, you better fucking make a stand and be like, I'm not locking this lady up. This is her fucking home. If you want to write me up, write me up. And a command discipline, guys, is about as much as you get. And maybe you lose a day or two of pay or vacation if you're NYPD. Locking up a person and putting them in jail for a migrant who illegally came to this country and illegally broke into your home, that's a problem. Pick a fucking side, guys, because enough already with this I'm doing my job bullshit. Sometimes, guys, you gotta fucking put your shit on the fucking line and take it on the fucking chin. Locking people up and locking homeowners up for migrants is fucking bullshit. That TikToker stated in the video that he had African friends, whatever that means, that took over 7 homes. So they're already, guys, doing this. And now it's being brought to the forefront because this kid put a TikTok video out. The lady in Queens got arrested. And now here we are, ready to get into a fight. And this, guys, can lead to the, I don't know, I wouldn't want to call it civil war because these people are not American citizens, but it's going to lead to some kind of fighting, without a doubt. Here's another problem with migrants finally getting kicked out. So let's say you have to go through the court system, you got to get a sheriff to come there and remove them. They give them like a couple of days, anywhere from a week, I think, to 2 weeks to get all their shit out. So they give them a date that they have to leave. And if not, then the sheriff can come and forcibly remove them. Here's the bigger issue. Not bigger issue, but another issue. When they leave, a lot of people, not just migrants, but a lot of people, when they get kicked out, they destroy the property. So now not only do you have to go to court, pay all of this money with lawyer fees, court fees, and I'm pretty sure there's a sheriff fee in there somewhere. You got to pay all of these fees to get them out of there, to get them removed. Then, as you're leaving, because out of spite and bitterness, the tenants, the illegal tenants, will destroy your home. And the problem is, once they destroy your home, there's no forwarding address, there's no way to find them, there's no way to press charges for damage of property. That's another issue that people are going to start seeing when they go the legal route. So it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. I wouldn't even be surprised, guys, if some of these migrants started setting a home on fire once they're forced out. Anyway, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching.